So let's start by reading the information and let's look at the questions thereafter. Susan Duploy bought a new house. Before moving in, she needs to deep clean and sanitize a new house. She has two options. Option 1, hire a company to sanitize a home. Option 2, purchase Fogger cans from the company and sanitize her home herself. Now Annex B shows the quotation she got from a local sanitizing company for both options. So 2.1.1, write down the date of the quotation. So let's look at our quotation on the right here, and we can see the word date here. So clearly our answer there, very simple, will be 04/03/2021. 2.1.2, what does the acronym VET represent? By now you should be familiar with this, that VAT means value added tax. So number 3, calculate the missing value A, the unit price excluding VAT. So let's find A. So we see A is right over here. Right next to that we see them explaining that there is an excluding VAT amount here, which is the total, right? And also realize that the key word in the question was the unit price. Unit price means the price that one item or one aspect costs. For instance, in this case here we have meter cubed, so they want to know what 1 meter cubed would cost, and they've given us an additional information right over here, which is the quantity in this column here. So all we need to do is we need to divide through and we get the price of 1 meter cubed. So our amounts would be 1152,60 divided by 1356. Okay, as you see I've circled it above, and the price of 1 unit would be, and remember it would be in rands and cents because it is a price, it would be 85 cents. Okay, 2.1.4, calculate the missing value B. So let's locate B. B is right over here. Okay, and if you look at on that line, we'll see that it's a 15% VAT. So we know basically we need to find out 15% VAT, but on what? On the amount excluding VAT, which we spoke about earlier. So let's do that. We say 15% times, and that amount would be 1152,60, and the amount that VAT would be charged is 172 Rand and 89 cents. 2.1.5, determine the missing value C, the number of cans required. So let's locate C. So we see C is the quantity, so that's how much cans we need, and then in order for us to find this, we need to find the cost of all those cans, which would be that there, right? Remember this is including VAT, but also in order for us to work backwards, we need to know the price of one of those items. So now that we know the total cost, we know the price of one item, just divide those numbers and it'll give you the amount that we bought. So the amount we would take is 771,48, and we divide that by the 64 and 29, that's the unit price, and that would give us an amount of 12 cans. Okay, 2.1.6, calculate the unit price per can excluding VAT. So the unit price was what we worked with shortly. The unit price is here. Now remember this area as VAT included in it, so they want us to take out that VAT. So all we need to do is we take that 64 and 29, right? And then now that we're taking out the VAT, so we multiply it by 100 over 115. Now the 115 goes in the bottom when we're taking out the VAT. When we're including the VAT, the 115 will go on the top. So in this case, we're taking out that money and we're going back to the original price without VAT. So that amount will be 55 Rand 90. 2.1.7, write down the delivery fee for purchasing the cans. Okay, the delivery fee is the delivery fee here, and the amount is 0 rands, or we could write free. Compare the total cost of the two options to determine the amount Susan will save if she bought the cans and sanitized her home herself. So comparing means we have to compare two things, look at two things in order for us to compare. And also we need to determine the difference between those two amounts in order to see how much she saved. So that's the idea around this question. So the amounts we'll be looking at is this area here and this area here. See the difference between those two. That's option 1, option 2, and that would be how much she would save. So let's start off by saying option 1. Option 1 would be, remember, the amount that starts off there is the amount excluding VAT. So we need to include that VAT. So 115260 plus the VAT amount, which is 172. We did work it out earlier, comma 84, right? And altogether, option 1 would cost us 1325, comma 44. Okay, then we get option 2, sorry. Option 2, we're looking at the total there. There's nothing to change because it already includes VAT. So option 2 amount will be 771,48. Okay, now all we need to do is to see how much she would save. Alright, so determining how much you would save, we'd say 1325, 44 minus the 771,48, and that would give us an amount of 553 rand 96 cents. 2.1.9, state one valid reason why Susan may choose option 1. Remember, option 1 is the company that would do the job. So we know that companies generally offer a guarantee for their work. So that would be one of the options she would choose it. And the second thing would be that the cans are not as powerful as the machines. Okay, so that would be a logical answer. But remember, there's any reasonable answer could be accepted.